Hi, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to see how you can consume Snowflake data in Salesforce without cloning the data. We're going to use the query federation for this purpose. First of all, we need to go to the data cloud and enable the Snowflake connection. So we have the data cloud screen, and I'm going to data cloud setup. This is a free edition data cloud, and I'm going to the Snowflake data cloud setup. Here already I have a Snowflake account being added and the warehouse being selected. So what does it mean is whenever you want the data, the latest data is linked and available from the SQL query. So you can query the Snowflake from Salesforce by adding this one. So it is gonna ask send the query to the source and execute using this warehouse, right? So that your performance is depends on how this warehouse is doing, not Salesforce is doing. So why do we do that? Why do we have this zero copy connector? In fact, we are actually avoiding to create the pipelines, ETL pipelines or ELT pipelines. So without that, we are just enabling to consume the data from Snowflake. So that is a huge advantage. And other than that, you need to watch out for the performance and how much your Snowflake cluster warehouse is gonna take time. Is if you directly gonna use the data like querying them all the time. For example, if you have developed a screen in Salesforce and for example that is querying order history from Snowflake, and you're gonna use every time the query is going straight to this warehouse, you will definitely get a data, updated data, but still the performance is based on how the warehouse is being shared with other works, and that has a concurrency issue and all. So instead of that, you can actually create a local copy of your data, and without the ETL pipelines, you can query the SQL from Snowflake, and the data is available readily. And every 10 minutes, for example, you can query them and update your local copy. And so that without losing your performance, you can actually get the data from Snowflake without any additional setup. Usually, how do we do it? We actually get the data from Snowflake through an ADF pipeline, and that takes a lot of time basically to develop the ADF pipeline, and even the schedulers will run in the traditional ETL pipeline, right? So I have seen a worst pipeline things that is copying the data from through the ETL pipeline. So how do we do it? We update the Salesforce through APIs for insert or update. So that took around. I have seen worst copying activities like it took around 8 to 9 hours for multiple objects. So in this one, using this one, you can actually do just query them query the table as is. So that is the advantage. Now we will see how you can set up the Snowflake in Salesforce. You need these details, like you need the account URL. Where do you get that? You can go to Snowflake and go to. So if you see here, I have copied this one with the region, right? So that's why otherwise it will, in the next step you will not see the region at all. For example, first we'll see where VV51271 is coming from. So that is actually your account locator, and still this works, right? And the region. Now you need to give your username and password. Where I have so in Snowflake I have created the username. I given a default role as system admin, and the password is this one. So, and additional to that, you need a private key and public keys with Snowflake. To create a public private keys, you can use OpenSSL or Keystore Explorer. You can create a generate key pair, and then you can export them like this. Export a private key, select the OpenSSL, say OK, script the encryption, and you can see the files like this. So this is my public key where I have copied it and attached this one to in Snowflake to the account I have newly account that I have created, right? Then you have the private key that should be uploaded to be here. How my private key looks like, this one. Once you upload this one, this will be removed and it will be shown. And since I don't have encryption, then this password can be skipped as well. If you give also one more thing, if you give this Central India, I have a Snowflake that is in Central India. So when you go to the next thing, now I have to upload everything. But if you go to the next screen, you will get, or you can create one. Let's see. So let's see how it goes. Experience, right? So I'll say personal Snowflake one, and the URL is this guy, and what's the password? Button underscore user, and the private key. I can upload it from, so my private key, this one. Come here, and that's it. Now, so usually it will be successful, and we'll go to the next one. Let me try it again, and I'll try it one more time. Otherwise, we can. I know we can add this one like this. Edit and give everything as is, and it will be successful. Connect to your Salesforce, sorry, Snowflake account, and let me confirm that from, yeah, that is correct. Everything else is correct. And username, but anyway, so this used to be successful. Maybe I have missed some steps, or it's not creating because of the old connection. Once you do that, now you can go back to the home of your data cloud. This is done. So click on this one, go to data cloud. So here you can create a data stream for the incoming tables, and I have created one for customers, that is Snowflake table, which is having direct access externally. So I'm going to create one more data stream, new. So I'm going to say Snowflake. This is my personal connection. This is actually a Snowflake connection name that I have given, and it is going to list me the databases that I have based on my permission, that the user permission that I gave. I'm going to select a Snowflake sample data, and I'll just show you the steps and go back to the customer data and try to query that. Here, I have a customer. I'll say given a name of the object in here, customer in training data. So now I have to select the primary key for this one, and that is going to be customer ID, and everything else is same. Next, I'm going to deploy this one. There is Since it is direct access, and Salesforce wanted to improve the performance, so they are giving an acceleration where it's going to create a temporary storage that is going to be refreshed for every 15 minutes, right? So if you choose this option, the performance is going to be improved, and there will be a consumption of credits as well. They're going to It's going to cost you. So I'm not going to produce this, enable this option, and I'll say deploy it. Once I deploy it, it's going to create a data lake object in the name of customer underscore training hyphen training. It's going to deploy. I think it's deployed as well, and you're ready to use this training data. Now I go to Data Explorer, and I'll select the object. I'll say data lake object. Gonna find out customer training. It's gonna show me the top 100 or 1,000 rows. I'm gonna just copy this equal, so it's gonna be 100. I'm gonna use export this guy, run export. See, you can see that you can quickly get the data from Snowflake to here. Right, it took 5 seconds. Another is 2 3 seconds, just to take the 100 records. And you say, think about if you're combining a couple of objects from Snowflake, and this is actually a time taken by the warehouse that's extra small that you need to consider, and how that is being shared with others that you need to think about concurrency. So instead of that, you can enable the performance that is provided by Salesforce. Otherwise, you can actually create your own object here, and you poll this object for every 10 minutes, and fill the local object with this one. So you always, without need ETL, that's a goal. Without need ETL, you got your data in Salesforce natively. Hope this was helpful, and thank you.